All right, here I am back in paradise. It's January 8th or something like that. And I'm here for 3 months in beautiful Costa Rica with my queen, who's here for a little longer. But I had this idea I wanted to talk about, somewhat related to being here. And if you've ever been here for any period of time, you'll notice that there's a lot of businesses that come and go. You see people that come in and they get all starry-eyed. A lot of expats do that. Sometimes they come here and they get excited and they get all up in the clouds. They throw a bunch of money at a business concept, and it fizzles out. You've seen that, right?
Yes.
We've seen many examples of that. I noticed that trend decades ago when we first started coming here. It happens. So that inspired me to bring up this topic that I wanted to talk to you about and do a little bit of a deep dive. It's a topic I've talked about before, and it's a topic that represents my my philosophy, and that is, could be easily summarized in a brief sentence, a 3-word sentence: ready, shoot, aim. So when I have an idea, I get ready, get the idea ready. I just put it into action before I really get things going. So ready, shoot, aim. And I think that's part of, I mean, that can get you into trouble. That's really where I'm trying to go with that, right? The opposite to that, and you may be guilty of this yourself, or you may know people. I know a lot of people who suffer from this, is they overthink it and they want the perfect plan. They want absolute guarantees that everything's going to work out exactly the way, or they're going to have the perfect, there's going to be this perfect direction, and there is no such a thing. So here's the solution. This is what I want to talk about, and it's to do with ready, shoot, aim. So when you do this concept, ready, shoot, aim, you have to take steps that are not over the top, meaning, hold on, meaning you got to go for low entropy so that the steps will benefit all. In other words, if you do something like go too big, too fast, too much money, and you step out of the bounds either of your skill set, or your if you don't have enough cash flow or financing or whatever it is, then you're going high entropy. You want to go low, and that is the ability to use discretion, so to speak. So, but it's still very important to get the plan going, versus going for perfection. So ready, shoot, aim. You got to be cautious, you got to be methodical, and you have to be accurate in your thinking. That's a concept in Think and Grow Rich. And what's far more important, okay, so you can look for a perfect plan. There is no such a thing. So instead of focusing on the perfect plan, and this is my final thought to do with this, instead of working on a perfect plan, look at the reasons you're doing and or are pursuing what you're pursuing. What is the big picture? What is it that you're after? Start there. That'll give you some grounding. Sometimes you'll change your mind. Sometimes you'll come up with a different idea. Sometimes a better solution will magically appear, and it'll be one small step. So yeah, it's a learning process. So ready, shoot, aim. The thing is, a perfect plan, no, any plan today is better than a perfect plan tomorrow. And that's basically what I'm talking about here. When you do that, and it never works out exactly as planned because you don't know where you're going to aim yet, but you're going to learn. So you get to learn. And the most important part of that is to not put everything at risk. Don't be irrational in how much you're going to anticipate or expect. It's a step-by-step process, but you definitely got to get the steps going in the right. Just get it going. You may not go in the perfect direction, but you're going to zigzag quite a bit. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's all I got to say about that. Came off for a coffee at Starbucks in Tamarindo.